Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the sort function. Now, over here I have this array, and this array has these values in it, but I want them to be sorted in the order of 1, 2, and 4 from least to greatest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write test, the name of the array, dot sort, and since it's a function I'll put the parentheses and close it with a semicolon. Now I'm going to console.log this, console.log, and put test in. As you can see, we don't have to store this in a different variable. We could if we wanted to. We could say like, const test2 is equal, whatever. We don't need to do that. We can just put it in the same array variable. Now, if you console.log this, as you can see, instead of console.logging 412, it will log 1, 2, and 4 from least to greatest. Now, another function is reverse, which will do the exact opposite. If I do test.reverse, like so, and it's a function again, and I console.log this, like so, put test in it. Oh, seems like I didn't put a semicolon. There we go. As you can see, when it's being sorted, 1, 2, 4. When it is being reversed, it's 4, 2, 1. Now there is another way you can use this sort function. Now, the way you can use this is, what if I want to sort an object? Let me just create an object real quick, like so. I will have this object, and it will have an ID, and the ID is going to be 1, comma, and a name, and the name is going to be positive. Now, let me create another object so we can sort it with. I have an ID. What did I do there? The ID is going to be 2, and the name is going to be, I don't know, John. Capitalize that. Okay, here we have John and positive. Now, right now, when you sort it, it will put John first and positive second. It will give you like a random sort. It won't work. Let me just show you how you can do it and make it work properly. So first of all, we have to create a function inside of sort. For that, let's just quickly put a function inside of the parentheses, and we're going to call that function and a as a parentheses inside of this function. This is what you would put for any like normal everyday function, but in this particular function, the sort one, we need 2 variables. So we're going to call them a and b, and let's just go in this body. Now, inside of this body, you need to know that the sort function you will have to return 3 different values in a sort function. Either you're going to return -1, 1, or 0. Now let me explain what you have to return for every situation. First of all, A and B will be put inside of these like arrays. They will become basically these objects. If you have more, A and B will just be like an instance of 2 of these objects, and it will go like that in a loop and constantly change the object. Okay, let me explain. So A, let's suppose, is positive and B is John. Now, if A is greater than positive, then you will have to return 1. So you return 1. Let me put this in like comments, sorry, because I want to give an error. Now, if let's say B is greater, or A is smaller than B, then we return -1. Pretty simple so far. And now if A is equal to B, then we're gonna return 0. So it all makes sense. Let's write the code. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do if And again, A is greater than B. Now we have to give it a specific, like, we need to put a certain key here. So we can't just do it if A is greater than B, because think about this. A is this entire object, and B is this entire object. How are you gonna know if this entire object is bigger than this entire object? So for that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do A dot name and B dot name. So what this does is it will get this name property in the object, and I want to sort it by name. So if A dot name is bigger than B dot name, then we're gonna return 1. And we're gonna also do this for the second one. If A dot name is smaller than B dot name, return -1. Okay, so now you may be thinking, why did you not put else if and if instead? Like, wouldn't this just waste the code, like data and speed? Because now we'll have to go through check through both of these functions, and that will just, like, make the speed slower. But actually, if one of these becomes true in this function in particular, if, like, let's suppose this one is true, it's never gonna go in the second one. Once it returns the value, it's gonna cut the function. So if I just do else if right now, if I do else if right now, it will work, but it'll just put more noise and make the code like bigger and more complicated, and we don't really want that. We want it to be simple. So finally, for our last function, we're gonna do if A dot name is equal to B dot name, return 0 0. Save. Now if we wait, did I just log this function? There we go. Now when I console.log this, Basif comes before John, and it's all sorted properly. But let me show you this. If I put J small, oh sorry, I just completely messed this up. I meant to do this the other way around. If I did Basif as a small and I save it, as you can see, John came before Basif. Now the reason this is because of something known as the ASCII table. Now let me just show you what the ASCII table is. I'm gonna open Google up right here and type in ASCII table. There we go. And the ASCII table is, we're gonna open this, and over here we can see the ASCII table. Okay, so this ASCII table, what it does is it will associate a number with each character on your keyboard, or in general on the computer. So for all of these A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, it will give a number. Like A is 12, B is 13, C is 14, D is 15, and so on and so forth. But now look at this. If I look at these small characters like this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R. Okay, yeah. Over here you can see A is the 97, right? A is 97. And now let's look at the big characters, the capital ones. Look at Z. Z is 90. So the last capital has a smaller number in the ASCII table than the first lowercase character. So this means that if you have a lowercase and you want to sort it from least to greatest, lowercase will always go at the end. That's why this is happening on the code. Now, what's gonna happen is, to fix this, we're gonna use something called dot to lowercase. So we're gonna create two lets. Let al, a lowercase, is equal to a dot name dot to lowercase, and same thing for b. So let bl is equal to b dot name dot to lowercase. Now I'm gonna put these like so, save them, and over here I'm gonna put al and bl. Remember, we don't have to do dot name because we already stored al dot name inside of the al let. So then we're gonna do bl, al, and we're just gonna pretty much switch this up. Bl and al and bl. Save it up, and as now you could probably check, even though Basif is smaller, it's still on the top, unlike before. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time.